will come to pass that the puppets of time will rule the land and will unite the nations through humor and wit, and that the way of the leaf will be known far and wide for their puppety goodness and overall unscripted fun times. And beautiful peals of laughter shall top every mountain and sweep through every vale, a joyous wind of mirth and peace that proclaims,
"This is the LeafCast," with Ryan and his brother Dan, and first-time readers Todd, Josh, and KayK. A deep dive into Robert Jordan's epic fantasy series, The Wheel of Time. Let the puppets of chaos rule!
It's so good.
Welcome to the LeafCast, a first-time reader show based on the epic fantasy series The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. My name is Ryan, and I am flabbergasted, bamboozled, currently beside myself as we are celebrating 100 episodes.
And I am Ryan's brother Dan, and so she likes rough men, does she? Well, I could be as rough as a winter cob. And we are the LeafCast.
And we are the LeafCast. And before we bring in our third permanent host for the LeafCast, we have some explaining to do. He's been missing for 2 episodes, and there's a story. We're gonna let you know. Yeah, he's been sick, but he's a new man. Get ready for this. No books were harmed in making this film.
Oh.
He's much bigger.
Oh.
He has no hair. He's back.
He's back. Let's go. He's a big boy now. Look at him.
Look, I can touch my head.
Do you have legs?
I have legs.
Let's go!
Oh my God! A fully functioning Tom. He was once a little zygote, and then he was a little tadpole Tom. Now he's a fully formed frog.
Now he's a fully formed. Yeah. Hey, team legs. You have legs. I have legs. Ryan, you have legs.
Can we have an arm off? Is your arms longer than mine? How high can you touch your head? I only get this high. Oh no! He's God damn it!
Mine totally went too.
Oh, okay. Oh, we have an amazing show for us, everybody. Let's bring in we have another co-host who's joining us. This is actor extraordinary Jansen Lashley Hayes from our Sunday show, Tavern Talk. He's joining us. He's going to be a fourth host. This is the first time for us. Yes, Jansen, how are you doing?
I'm good, guys. By the way, before I say anything, I got to tell you I'm a guy who loves quotes from the book, and I got to give you so much props on invoking Valen Luca with the winter cob comment. That was
nice.
Love that.
That was a good one.
Love that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining, Tom. Thank you for coming back out of your stupor. It's good to see the new you. We're not there. No one's here for us, though. They're here for our first-time readers. We're going to crack these shells open. Let's bring them in.
I love this music, Ryan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all right. They're all right.
Everyone's okay. And
go ahead, Ryan.
And they lived happily ever
The chapter ends like that?
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh.
If you think that's a cliffhanger, just wait.
Just wait.
Just wait. Is everyone okay? I'm sorry, chat. Maybe I should have warned you. Oh, sorry, Josh. Go on. Go ahead.
I have to say, I was misinformed. I thought this was a mourning, not a celebration, so I dressed all in black today. I hope that's okay. We're we mourning our 100th episode?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. You're looking That's sexy. Why you dressed all in black. I'm kidding.
We're mourning the old me. That's what it is.
That's right.
Looking sexy.
Todd's passed on and was reborn.
Yeah,
so wait, are we in a new turning of the wheel then, Tom?
It's like a sideways turning. It's a smaller gear within the wheel, really.
I see.
Well,
okay.
I know. Hey.
I'm really more interested in saying hello to Todd because this is super exciting.
Oh, who? Well, there he is.
Yeah,
hi, Todd.
Todd,
hello.
I hear you're only joining us for a few minutes, though. You're just going to tease us with your presence and then pull out before we actually get any pleasure.
Oh my gosh, he did not.
We're only getting the Todd tip.
The Todd tip.
Just the tip, man. Maybe
dueling swords, but just the tip.
Maybe I'll be back for the last episode of the book or something.
We'll get to reading.
I gotta catch up to you guys, man.
It's about Todd. He's got a great bod. Remember, he lifted his shirt and showed his nipples off. It made me gag and cough.
That was Todd gone wild. Todd gone wild.
All right, we have a show to do. We have a show, and we have maybe some more surprise guests as we progress. Before we move on, though, I do want to highlight some of our friends on Twitter. They've made some homages. Let's check this out. Are we hearing it? We're not hearing it.
Barely.
This is seriously amazing.
Yeah, start over.
All right.
I think I was able to hear it.
Okay, sharing screen. Chrome tab, like, there's audio.
What sweet people.
This one is so funny.
They're the freaking funniest, and they all busted out puppets.
They're so funny.
They're so good.
Why are we not getting sound?
Tell us of the lion.
I don't know, but let's set
There
up
was
the
sound.
link.
It was just really quiet.
Yeah, no, put it back on screen.
Everybody fine.
We've got a.
Are we not on screen? Okay.
Yeah, share screen. There you go.
Okay, everyone, just super quiet. Let's try and hear this.
Hi, everybody. It's Andy, the Andorian Lion here. Coming to you today for the Royal Decree of Andor.
All right, let's start over. You hearing this now?
It's Andy, the Andorian Lion, guys.
It's Andy, the Andorian Lion here. Coming to you today for the Royal Decree of Andor. As always, I would like to introduce to you, in order to give out the decrees, number 8 plus 5 power, and number 1 in your heart, Lady Queen of Andor. Yay!
8 plus 5 power.
Oh man.
Holy crap! Oh, excuse me. Queen, what happened to you? Well, not that it's any of your business, Andy, but Rand and I were messing around with one of my new Tangriels, and something happened with the safety word, and now I'm like this. It's okay. We're still trying to work it out, and I've called Nynaeve. We'll figure it out, but don't worry about it, okay? Yes, your Queen. Sorry for being so abrupt and crass. That's okay. It's all right. It's time to do the decrees. Yay! Decrees.
Oh my god.
And the main decree that I would like to give today is to our Tuathawan friends, Brother Dan and Bryant, for the 100th episodes of new book reader bliss and enjoyment.
Blistening.
Yes, enjoyment. And we'd also like to say Kay Sadai Sadai, Arlux, and everybody else, Tom, for taking us on such a wonderful journey within the Wheel of Time universe. I hope that all of you have a beautiful 100th episode and cannot wait for the next 100 more. Now, if you will excuse me, I have to work on my tangriels and my safety words. Thank you, Queen. You're the best. Everyone. Elaine, the Queen. Yay! Thank you.
That was hilarious.
Nice.
That was hilarious.
Right? Look at MrHowley for that.
MrHowley's the best. That's funny.
All right, we got two more coming.
Andy the Andorian Lion is great.
Oh, we're drinking? Drinking.
Got a drink, yes. So, Brother Dan.
Yes, sir.
We got a crowded house. You got to entertain. Are you going to bring us through the chapter?
I think I want to talk a little bit more with Todd.
Oh,
if
yeah.
we can, just about the books in general. We have not had Todd's opinion about quite a lot of things. I mean, so Todd, how'd you like the IEL, buddy?
Oh man, it was awesome. In the waist, hanging out with the maidens of the spear, and
the maidens. Yeah,
it was really cool to see that. And Rand's got his little Forsaken buddy that he keeps hidden from the
Pocket Forsaken.
I
hope he doesn't forget to feed him and kill him like I did my Tamagotchi in 1994.
Right? It's like a little Forsaken pet.
His Forsaken Gachi?
Asmodagachi?
Tama Forsaken?
I'll take it.
But,
what were you? Yeah, go on, Todd.
One of the big things I like, though, the reveal about the balefire and how it can alter the threads of the pattern. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. It's like a paradox. It's totally paradoxical and super dangerous. That was really cool to learn that.
Yeah. And we've seen it used a couple times.
Yeah.
What drop away?
I just think about what the damage was already that's been done.
Oh yeah.
All the balefire used, and I love it.
Oh yeah.
I love the details like that.
So let's get into a couple predictions from Todd. We haven't had a Todori prediction in a while. What do you think is going to come about the Asmodean Rand relationship?
I think he's going to keep teaching him, and then there's going to be a moment, where there's going to be some other Forsaken in the room, and he's going to try to gang up with him. Maybe it's going to be a battle between Rand and 3 Forsaken, just a total epic battle. Balefire will be used, the pattern will be altered,
So he's gonna just straight out betray him, Benedict Arnold.
Total.
Okay.
Yeah, backstabbing. I think backstabbing will occur. Yeah.
What about Couladin? We have Couladin kind of unleashed onto the world. What do you think's going to happen with this guy?
Yeah, that's bad news. He's going to rampage. He's going to rampage through Karine, and once he gets outside of the Aiel waste, and definitely a battle will ensue. I think between Rand's camp and Couladin's.
Yeah,
that'll be epic. It'll be epic.
It'll be Aiel. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Brother kills brother. Spear sister kills Spiel sister.
It'll be an Aiel civil war.
If I could do the movie guy voice, it would be perfect. This summer, Aiel against Aiel.
Totally.
Imagine a world where cool.
Here, just wanted to invite everyone.
Where Aiel is.
Rand must get him.
All right, so let's see. What are your thoughts on Avienda? I don't think we've really talked to Avienda since
I'm
you
loving-
had to step away.
Yeah, I'm loving the, Avienda's. She's obviously like in love with Rand, and she's kind of like frustrated by it, I think. And then now Egwene's kind of like, I think, in on it, kind of wanting her to like hook up with Rand.
Well, it's her whole thing because she's a good friend of Elaine's. Is that her whole hang up?
Yeah, because Elaine kind of like, I guess she promised to protect Rand. So she's like oath bound to like Rand to protect him, but then she falls in love with him. Now she's like,
Protect.
Now she's caught.
I
in the
can't
it's
do the
like-
finger, the air quotes, but
Oh, is
It's
that
like-
close? I'm like, yeah, pretend.
So
Do
that-
that
that's-
again.
It's like really juicy. I don't know. It's a juicy story.
Josh and Kay, you guys have been hit with the predictions and questions. What would you like Todd's input on in regards to the story? And he's only up to chapter 29, so he's about 10 chapters back.
Yeah, I'm right where the
The
part
only
where
place I want you to go to, Todd, is
yeah.
chapter 31. It's really
I'm almost
mostly
there.
the question.
You're almost there.
I'm so
You
You gotta
suck.
come back. You gotta
Yeah,
come
I'm
back
right at the
someday.
part. I'm right at the part where like Brian just made an oath to the Aes Sedai to be their warrior and to like battle for them.
yeah, that's a perfect point because I actually was just thinking, what is your thoughts on where the tower is going to be? Like,
that's really
if you had
interesting.
to predict right now, what is going to be up with the tower and the Aes Sedai on the last book? What would you say?
Yeah, I think there'll be like a new kind of white tower, or it'll be a blue tower. I don't know.
A blue tower.
Blue Tower.
On a little Elidia-y now.
So I think maybe between the Aes Sedai there might be a civil war, or like a battle between.
This is so cool. This is actually really interesting that you're coming this way. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yes. Thank you.
This is why we do this, Jansen, is to get is so that we can feed off of their points of view. Like
It's so
put them in
really
very
wrong
horrible spots.
It's so
That
fun
are
listening to their
spot on,
theories and then
apparently.
just chuckling slightly with the knowledge of
I know.
how crushed their souls
Yeah.
are going to be as they continue reading.
We
Yeah, but
only
the next-
let them read 3 or 4 chapters a week,
We beat them.
and then they must stop.
6.
I mean, it's
Wow,
torture.
wow.
Yeah,
That's torture.
this is
It is.
Sisyphus.
It is
I mean,
torture.
you're
It's
talking
not-
you're talking to a guy
You
who can
mean-
read 10 chapters a day easy. So yeah, that's gonna be really
Sisyphean.
hard.
It's Sisyphusian, brother Dan.
It's
It's
Sisyphusian.
Josh coming
But-
in with the fucking
Hey.
correction. I want to hear what Jansen has to say, though.
Hey, you know what? One day Sisyphus smiled, though. Right?
We'll see.
Big old beautiful head. He's got all the knowledge in there.
The problem with me is I am fully the spoiler king. And I'm trying, so I'm trying not to be that guy today,
Yep.
and trying to work on the parameters that I've been given with the Fires of Heaven,
tough.
chapter 30.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, for
Yeah.
Todd.
You're doing great so far.
Jansen.
I mean,
First
so
time
I
I
mean, yeah, we
My
have the
question for-
Saladar. Oh, go ahead.
The one interesting thing I can say, because I know this has already happened, and I've noticed that I haven't heard many people talking about this, was the actions of Moraine during this time. Now, a lot of her actions were very, very subtle. She didn't have any huge, arcs, but some of the things that she was doing, like, there's some small sentences during these, especially Fires of Heaven, and the previous book, where the Wise Ones and Egwene and Moraine are just sitting there, and some of the characters see them sitting, looking at something. Now, the thing that they're looking at is Moraine's gem. And we know what Moraine likes to do with that gem.
Listen.
So this is a knowledge incident right here, where people are starting to understand things and know things that they're not supposed to. Absolutely.
There it is.
That is a very powerful artifact that, even though it's not a ter'angreal that Moraine carries around, is because of what she uses it for. Now, all through this series, you're going to hear about this, because there's rumors in the White Tower of what she actually does with it, but us as readers actually know what she does with it.
And we've already seen her spying on Rand and Asmodean while they were training, and she hasn't revealed that to Rand, that she knows who Asmodean is.
So what that tells me is that Moraine right now and the Wise Ones are even wiser than we even think as readers, because that's another tool they have, that they're starting to know everything.
Wait, Josh. Wait, this is a reveal. Josh, you believe that Moraine understands that the Gleeman...
Well, Egwene walked in on... So, this was already 15 or 20 chapters ago, when Rand and Asmodean were in camp, one of the Aiel encampments. Previous chapter, they were talking. Rand was being trained by him. And then we cut to Egwene walking into Moraine's tent, and she is clearly using her gem and listening. And she says something, Egwene says something along the lines of, "Are you listening to Rand right now?" And she's like, "Yes."
Totally. I remember that.
And during that time, we know that, Asmodean was training Rand in the One Tower, so...
Nice.
And we also know that there are more people who know that Asmodean is in the waste. Nynaeve knows that, actually, right now, and has not been able to tell her friends that. But Asmodean, he's not as hidey as he thinks he is.
Right. I think Mo Gideon spills that. She's like, Asmodean's somewhere in the waist. I don't know.
And all the Forsaken know that he has turned against them.
Do you think Moraine told Lan that dude over there is actually Asmodean?
I don't know if she did that, but we do know that it was not Mo Gideon who first told Nynaeve that. It was Birgitta.
It was Birgitta. Yeah,
right. That's right.
So, Todd, my question for you is, how did Couladin get the dragon tattoos?
Man, I still don't understand what's up with that.
We know this.
We learn it this week.
I don't think Todd knows yet, though.
He doesn't yet.
I'll make my theory, though. I don't know, but I think it has something to do with him going into Ruidin and into the glass spires. I think anybody that
so you think that he actually went through the spires and did the Aiel passage, the rite of passage?
He got stamped as the dragon.
And he got stamped, and I guess maybe it's like...
What makes you think that?
I don't know, because it seems like they're real, but like, I don't know. Maybe they're not. Maybe like the Aiel are like really good at tattoos and stuff. Fucking, it's like a total fake. And shit. I don't know.
It does seem like they're real. You're right. They are... they look just like Rand's, but normally when someone goes through the glass columns, they're only marked on one arm.
Yes.
And he who comes with the dawn is the one who gets two of them. Rand got him, and then Couladin got him. So you think that the glass columns gave it to both of them?
I think, yeah. Maybe there was maybe there's a technical glitch.
Yeah, no, I dig it.
There's an error in one of the lines of code.
I think.
It's like, oops. It's really old. The glass spires, the whole system, it might be like aged. And
I dig it.
Or I'm thinking Couladin, maybe he had something of Rand's that like hid who he was.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Like he took something of Rand's. I don't know. That's the only thing I can imagine that Robert Jordan would fucking say. Like, I don't know.
So you think that? So Couladin really does think he is he who comes with the dawn. He showed up. It was dawn, and he had the dang dragons on his arm, and
he was coming.
And he came. He came that morning.
He came with the dawn.
It does say that. Drink.
Yeah.
He came with the dawn.
I think it says he came hard that morning. Anyways, one of the chapters ends with like a hard shaft or dirty taint or something like that. It's fun.
RJ.
Well,
we're not going there yet. We're here with Todd right now.
I know. Sorry.
Sorry.
This is so much fun. I can't wait till it's my turn.
All right. Let's take a quick break and hear from another one of our friends.
Hey.
All right.
I know that sexy mug.
I'm gonna do my best to make this sound right. All right.
Look at that beautiful. Look at all of this.
MaTsDaGGER here. Just wanted to invite everyone to come join us for the Way of the Leaf's 100th episode tonight at 10:30 p.m. EST. Come hang out. Maybe meet a few guests. What? 100 years old. I'm telling you, those puppets had work done. That's bullshit.
Puppet's name is Eisen Cobb.
And that was a skeleton telling us we had work done.
Does the skeleton have a name?
I did have an eyebrow lift.
No, we don't know the skeleton. We don't know the skeleton's name.
The skeleton's brand new.
Please tell me it's Eisen Cobb.
Eisen? Okay.
Please tell me that's the name of that. That'd be so awesome.
His first name is Cal. His last name is Siam.
Okay.
I'll see myself out.
Yeah. So, if you want to hang out with some of our friends, we are live in Discord right now. Let me show you.
Forgot that it was the 100th episode.
I'm
right back.
Discord.
Oh wait, okay. Oh, Tom's leaving he's okay. All right. See, so Tom didn't realize it's the 100th episode. I think he's got something going on over there. Todd.
Yes.
It's so good to see you. I'm not saying much because I'm a little emotional right now. This is 100 episodes. I haven't committed anything like this, except for bands and what have you. But even then, it's like you can always
Ryan, can you go ahead and thank Todd? Tell him what he's done for us.
Wait, I just said I'm not. All right, okay. Todd, episode 3, you joined us, and you were heavy. It was heavy from the start.
Heavy.
It was epic. It was great. Todd, you were by yourself every episode, and
we threw you in the pool, in the deep end every week, and you were such a goddamn trooper, man.
I just want to personally apologize for all the interruptions I did to you live. It was a nonstop interruption fest.
No way.
Josh, I'll apologize to you later.
You'll get
I'm not
your own,
expecting
Josh.
that to ever come personally, but
It'll come 200.
Yeah, get to 200.
But seriously, it was you, Todd. It was you, me, and Ryan. This was the show every Tuesday, or no, it was every Thursday at that point, right?
At that point, yep.
And it was every week. This young man took time away from his family and from his life in order to be in our little book club with dang puppets,
and just killed so many IPAs.
Dude,
just
so
one
many
IPA after the other. It was an IPA holocaust.
Dude, yeah, we were just
IPA cost
massacre. It was a massacre.
Just riding the winds of time.
Okay, there we go.
IPA.
Oh wait.
Oh,
I had to get my snazzy coat.
Look at this.
oh,
Very
look
nice.
at that. Oh my gosh.
You're gonna make our friend Super Chicken jealous.
Yeah.
That is you look a lot like Hugh Hefner.
Dude,
If Hugh Hefner had a beard.
super sexy, sultry.
Wow. So Todd, thank you. And let me just say, God damn it, I love you. Thank you again. I've thanked you before, but gosh, you really you were the guy who we're like, hey, we're building a train, and you're like, all right, cool. Let me help you lay tracks. you put in the time. You put in
together. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man. And so, now that we're at 100, and I'm so glad that you were able to kind of, again, peel yourself away from your busy life and come hang out with some puppets, man. So
it was great meeting you too.
Man, happy to be
I'm sorry
here.
I couldn't be there with you in the beginning.
No worries, man.
Maybe he wouldn't have left.
No, now you guys are like the...
Yeah, right.
I honestly think Todd would have never left
If Tom was here, yeah.
in here, but
Before-
we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Todd doing this for a very long time. And you guys, you two puppets, Brother Ryan, Brother Dan, doing this for a very long time before Josh and I even came into it, or Tom, or anybody. So,
exactly.
Thank you all for making
Oh,
this
man.
happen.
I would definitely, I want to say thank you, Brother Ryan and Brother Dan, for bringing me on board. It was so awesome. Just session, do the live shows and just like riff off everybody and just we had some really fun
Man, we had good times, man. We had a great time.
Oh, Dana Lou Who.
Oh, Dana,
thank you.
that's nice. Dana's the best.
Dana.
Thanks, Dana.
Dana Lou. Cheers, Tadori.
Oh, we're drinking again.
Cheers.
I'm always down for
Oh,
Yeah. So to Todd, everyone, to Todd.
To Todd.
Catch
And
maybe I'll catch
Thanks,
up.
Brother
And
Ryan.
I'll
Brother
do
Dan?
like the last episode of the book with you guys or something.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's plan that.
Let's hold you to it.
We lost the Jansen.
I do believe we lost Jansen. I will contact him, see what's going on. Todd, before you go, how is are you playing music? Do you have anything to promote?
Not yet. I'm not.
Plug away.
I think. Yeah, it's gonna be a 2023 thing. Maybe February, March. I think. It's been
But
kind
it
of
is
delayed. It's still like a COVID delay kind of thing.
Is it? But it's still. It looks like a black hole. All one word. All lowercase.
All lowercase.
You can find it on every your favorite streaming services.
Spotify. Yeah, the lead guy's about to drop like some more material.
Beautiful.
Right. And Todd,
Yeah.
you should try to reach out to freaking Hermit Convention. Yeah, I mean, you guys have worked
that
together
guy-
before. I mean, he's doing all kinds of stuff too. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a song from you guys. That'd be awesome.
Collabs.
All right. So you're getting cheers
To Todd,
Todd.
yes.
To Todd.
Todd.
All right, y'all.
Yeah. Todd, you make me sad.
Now I will give you every time I drive by a sex store in Florida. They're called
Tadori.
they're called the Todd here, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's a whole chain of sex stores down here called the Todd.
Dude, I love that.
Dan, you ready? Hit it, Dan.
Thank you, DeeTee. I think you're really sweet. This was so gentle and really neat. I think you're the best in the West, but you're in the Far East, and that's okay.
That's okay too.
You wear the best.
I don't know what the symbol means, but that's a big number.
Man, thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Awesome.
DeeTee.
No one's giving me 1,000
Girl.
anything.
I could probably buy a new Nazi coat.
Ryan, I probably haven't given you 1,000 hugs. have I?
No, I know. If you really think about what 1,000 is, I think
1,000's a lot.
at 999, I was like, nope.
You're like, yeah, I came in, and you're like, no, shake hands.
What are brother hugs called?
Gross.
They're called consensual, Ryan. I told you this.
All right, let's.
They're called consensual.
Let's hug it out, Dan. Hug it out.
Looks like some lips connecting there.
Are
you guys pushing your crotches against one another?
That's not happening.
Kind of rubbing. No, I was. But whose hand is that?
Oh my god!
It's not mine.
Swords crossing here. Nope. That's totally not.
Gives a whole new meaning to crossing swords.
Ryan.
Okay,
Come on.
You ran away.
I am
Go on.
in the middle of
Ryan,
that.
go on. Go on.
High five. All right.
I was just. Do you know where this hand has just been?
Ryan's.
Brother Dan, let's move on.
Hey, we're
All right.
going together.
Read the room.
It's 100, baby.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone's ever read The Room in this show.
No, we don't read the room.
We don't do that.
We
Sorry.
want, if you like it, you're here. If not,
No,
fuck it.
we read books.
When Ryan says read The Room, you know something's gone awry.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta rethink my life.
We all might rethink our life choices.
All right, life. Gosh, we have so many people. I'm so happy everyone's here with us.
Yeah,
this is
glad
so
everybody's
amazing.
here.
Yeah,
They're
it's fun.
incredible. They're incredible.
What's everyone drinking? Let us know. Brother hugs or punches. Yeah, that's probably more.
Yeah, that's probably right, Benjamin.
More like noogies.
Wedgies.
Depends on the age difference, I think. But
Yeah.
We call wedgies
I am
Melvins.
I am drinking
Melvins?
Tito's handmade
Yeah,
vodka.
do you ever call it that?
Pomegranate juice.
I'm drinking a banana rack.
Hey, Tom, fix this.
Banana rack.
Erin's only
So
drinking
good.
Coke. She needs to throw something in that Coke for her. All right.
What do I have? I have something around here.
Well,
But it's
Coca-Cola.
but it's Coca-Cola
classic
I have Beard Bomb. I can throw some Beard Bomb in there. I don't
Do you
know
have to? Do you have to go to like Mexico to get the classic?
I think you might. Colombia, probably.
Well, whenever you're associated with that coat that Tom's wearing, then everything is classic.
It's true.
Everything is classic.
You wish you could be as gangster as this guy.
You goddamn it, you're right. The Snoop Dogg wants that coat.
Tom, is that hand fashioned by you?
Hand fashion? No.
No.
So I like that.
This puppet is hand fashioned by me.
I like that our clothes are more or less 12 to 18 months. So I'm wondering what parent has their little 12-month-old scooting around in such a pimp-ass robe.
Totally.
An amazing one.
Yeah.
Look at this. I got a pocket square, and the cuffs match the neck.
It's got a popping
I don't even understand how this is possible.
So the curtains match.
It's glorious.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously. Well, I mean, brother Dan, if your
Josh.
12-month-old has an amazing beard like Tom does, you gotta dress that baby up.
Yeah.
You
Also,
gotta
Josh, there is no carpets. It's hardwood floors.
Oh, it's hardwood floors.
Well, I mean, you don't want to shave down to the bare skin. Then you get
Hardwood.
No one wants ingrown hairs in their crotchal region.
All right, guys, we have someone. All right, I put the call out, and we got some friends joining us. Welcome, MrHowley, to the show. Yeah.
What song is this, Ryan?
Oh, I got so
Leonin.
much. This is just a transition song.
Is this a copyright violation?
No, this is all a Hermit Convention.
Wow.
All right, MrHowley, welcome.
MR, what up?
What's up?
Hello, Emma.
How's everybody doing? Dragon, Tadori, Todd, you spicy minx. I haven't seen you forever.
Yes.
Too long. That's right.
Hey, Josh, how's it going, sir? Glad
Good, man. How
everything's
are you?
okay with you. I'm doing well.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
I
And my
love your,
big bald head.
your
Hold on, let
fellow
me.
friends.
And Tom, I'm sorry, my bad.
Hi. I love your
MR.
felt friends. They were a lot of fun.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what'd you say?
Your
go
felt
ahead.
friends. I loved them.
Oh, yeah.
When the
So-
queen came on screen
They
and
were
you were
sweet.
referencing things with her arm, I started hysterical laughing.
So the thing about this is when I was talking to Mo about this with the, I was like, hey, I need a princess. She's like, oh yeah, I've got Princess Genevieve at school. And she brought everything home. And this here is like Princess Genevieve from like some, kid's story.
I love it.
I was like, what are you doing to me?
Amazing.
That's where the whole safety word thing came up.
Yeah, really.
Is
It was. I loved hearing about Andy the Andor Lion.
Yeah, Andy.
Andy, Andrew, whichever. It's pretty good.
Well, and and it also seems appropriate because I don't think Camelin is that creative. So Andy from Mandarb.
I guess it's got kind of like an Eastern flavor to it, where every section has their own little mascot.
Yeah. It reminded me of like Manchester United.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Nice.
MrHowley, you have been along this ride for a good percentage of our shows. You are there.
I can't. Actually, I can't remember. Was it? I think it was after the Great Hunt. It was either like the end of the Great Hunt or the beginning. Or what was the third book? I can't even think.
Dragon Reborn.
Yeah, it was either at the end of that or at the beginning of Dragon.
Sweet.
The end of the Great Hunt has my favorite scene in all of the series in it.
Whoa.
When Editore reveals himself to be a Dark Friend.
Oh,
that is a great scene, especially down the alley when he's talking to Rand in the alley, and they're like, "Hey, we gotta get out." Oh yeah, that is a good scene.
Ooh, yeah, that's an epic scene.
Well, Michael, you have been a big friend to us, and I'm glad that you're on screens. That Ryan and I can actually publicly thank you for all the support and friendship that you have provided throughout the years that we have known you. I feel enriched to call you a friend, and I hope that that we're just able to enhance and grow our friendship. You're one of the cooler guys I've ever met, and I'm just really flattered that you are here each and every week, hanging out with us and just doing puppet shit with us. So you're the best.
Stop, man! Stop!
Come on!
Stop it, man! Stop it! I told you, man! Don't make me cry!
Alright, well, let's have you share the spotlight with another friend of ours, MaTsDaGgerX.
Yes,
What up? Hey, Tom. Hey, Todd. Hey, everybody.
Good to see
you. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. MaTsDaGgerX in the house.
What up?
Good to see
Hello, my friend. So, speaking of longtime friends, Ryan.
Yes, let's get at it. MaTsDaGgerX. Wait, let's go one at a time. MaTsDaGgerX and our new friend Perineum. Perry. All right, Perry. What's it like living with Matt? Can I talk to Perry for a second?
Yeah, let's talk.
Sure, go ahead.
All right, is Matt a good roommate?
No.
Does he snores, huh? He's a big snorer.
Well, he invited me here, and I went through the ways. He said it was safe, and this is what happened.
Oh no!
So you had felt like all of us, and when you got through the ways, when you walked out, you were just bones.
All bone.
Yep. And I glow in the dark.
Oh, a glow in the dark.
All right. Well, that actually is. I almost think that's an upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, we have one more. The puppet crew is joining.
The puppet crew. Oh gosh, darn it.
Oh, all right. Let's just go with the sock puppet.
Puppet Dovie.
No. It's not a sock. It's not just a sock puppet. This puppet has been handcrafted. Let's meet it. This is Puppet Dovie. Look at she's got bedazzles.
She's got to have her bling on. It's a party.
Yeah,
She
dressed up.
She needs a whip.
Ring. She put on her false eyelashes, just like
her eyes make noise.
Okay, you're muted.
The purpose of those false eyelashes. That'll be later, though.
Again.
Oh, right. This is amazing. So,
awesome.
MaTsDaGgerX, I believe you started this for us. Thank you so much. What a thoughtful gesture. We're not good at planning things. It's good to have you guys take an initiative.
And that's all MaTsDaGger does for us, Ryan. When we went to Jordan Con, this was our first ever convention. MaTsDaGger had gotten some what are they called?
Fisting.
The little tags, the ribbons.
Ribbons.
Oh, don't break
MaTsDaGger gets the ribbon.
Kay's breaking stuff.
I'm about to tear this dinosaur off its pole.
Yeah, the ribbons. Yes, we didn't even know that this was a thing.
Oh yeah.
And MaTsDaGger, he's like, "Hey guys, by the way, I got these printed up, and we had some awesome things to pass out." He every show we have MaTsDaGger tweets, Mistress Dovie tweets.
Skeeter's tweeting. Thank you, Skeeter.
Tweets.
Boom. MR. Boom.
Yeah, seriously, it's fuck. My gratitude really ties my tongue. But my tongue is a heart, and it goes out to you guys, even if I'm not able to speak.
It's hard to find these moments. These are rare when Dan cannot speak.
No. Yeah.
What is bondage of the tongue called, Brother Dan?
Oh my God!
Knowledge of the tongue? It's called a slutna.
Is that called
Nice.
Bondage?
It's a slutna.
Bondilingual? Bondage.
We have a mistress here. It has to be bondage, right?
If we're lucky, yes.
Thank you. May I please have another?
Todd, have you ever met MrHowley or MaTsDaGger or Mr. Stovey at all on screen?
I think this might be the first time on screen.
Nice.
Yeah, he's too busy with his greenage, whatever the hell he's doing with them.
And the Maidens of the Spirit.
Yeah,
the Maidens, yeah.
That's right. That is right, the Maidens.
Playing Maiden's Kiss every night, bro.
Yeah.
It's a tough life.
Show us your scars.
Show us your scars. Yeah. Can we get one more nipple shot?
Before you leave, we got.
I signed a. Yeah.
Signed a waiver.
But Todd be in the middle to Dory. Get your ass.
Yes, get in the middle.
Yeah, the NDA, doesn't that mean nipple disclosure agreement?
I believe it does. I believe it does. So let's put you on.
I think it's actually nipple. It's nipple display agreement.
High five, Dan.
Thank you. What power? What power?
High five, Todd. Yeah. High five, Todd.
Hey, high five, Todd. Hey, right down here. Up here. Here we go.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There.
All right.
There.
Todd, you have priorities. I see.
Todd, don't you miss us? Don't you miss us, Todd?
I miss everybody, and I miss everybody's questions.
You miss feeling smart.
I miss looking at the puppets, the puppet faces.
Yeah, imagine if your life was like this. It'd be like, Todd, what do you want for dinner? What do you think would be a good thing for dinner tonight? Right? Like, what if everyone talked to you like we talk to you? It'd be amazing.
Howie.
Why do you want to have this as a side?
All right, so we have pasta and rice. Which would you like?
Pasta and rice? That's a lot of carbs.
And then we just go right on.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
keep
funny.
that
That's
dashing
funny.
figure
You
with
should say
pasta
that.
and rice on the menu.
I do
That's
want
all we had.
I do want to give props to Mistress Dovie. She is still keeping Puppet aloft. We have Matt and Omar are pooped out real fast.
Yeah, Omar was
super
like,
pooped out. Yeah, they're like, this is too hard. Hold that up.
He's used to holding up the cat and nine tails for
That's right.
That works.
Hey, Mistress Dovie's got the fisting endurance of a real puppet. I believe
That sounds like a party.
She has the fisting endurance of Mike Tyson.
All right, so Jansen had to run out for family stuff. He's going to try and join us again. But it's not because we were being rude or it's nothing we did personally.
It's not us.
Like, no,
Shocking.
of course not. You're not.
Hey,
You don't do anything weird.
It's my fault. It was the jacket.
Look, no hands.
We needed to
It
go
was
find
too-
prescription
it's
sunshine.
really nice.
Yeah, Todd, with your one-upmanship, jeez.
I know.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, no,
You have some,
Todd.
you have some purpose to your neck there, Todd. MrHowley.
Joshua.
What?
Whoa.
I think it's a goiter. Go get that back
Goiter.
down.
Is there a goiter right there?
That looks
Hey, you should get
Up
that.
this? Do I have to lance it?
Was you Harry
Come
Potter?
on.
You're Harry
Lance,
Potter right
Lance
now.
the princess.
I was gonna do a whole pound Team
Down
Elaine,
whatever you
but
want, buddy.
I cut that one out.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's for for another show.
Yeah, exactly. It should be.
That'll be
It's
for
really
the
uncomfortable.
That'll be for the
Oh gosh, that's a real life hand animal.
He's actually named Scabbers also.
Oh, Scabbers.
He's my hideous little gargoyle. And he actually has boils on him, so there you go. He's double themed.
Oh no, he's a gremlin. Brother Dan.
Yeah, did you get her wet after midnight?
You pour water on that gremlin?
That's the safety word,
Get it after
huh?
midnight? Yeah.
Just pour IPA on it. It'll be
boy.
fine.
Does she hate sunlight?
IPA.
Well, he can get sunburned because he's partially hairless, so he does stay in the bag a lot.
When you said Scabbers, I thought of something that I have to say because I feel like this is the most appropriate time. So,
Confession time.
The twins in Harry Potter, Fred and George, had a map that showed everybody where they were, right? So
I swear I'm up to no good.
They had a map that showed their brother constantly being followed by a man named Peter Pettigrew, including sleeping with him in his bed.
What?
They never say anything.
Wait. They never say anything about. Wait, he's being followed by a perp?
They have the Marauders
Scabbers.
map.
Ron's rat is Peter Pettigrew.
Yeah.
Pettigrew. Yeah.
And we know that it's set like when it's on the map.
And Ron would
he's in
sleep
rat
with him
form.
in his bed.
It comes up on the map. So
Where was
Ron
it?
is asleep in his bed, and he's got this freaking rat, and it just says Ron and Peter in bed.
Hey,
Nothing. They say nothing.
why are you questioning Ron's proclivities?
I know. Are we kink shaming Ron right now?
Yeah, why are we shaming him for exploring the boundaries?
Hey, Ryan, you make gerbil joke insert now.
Insert
Well,
now, yeah.
I mean, that is like the Richard Gere way, so.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
There you go, brother man. I got you.
Hey-o.
Hey, I like this.
I mean, who doesn't want to fuck Daniel Radcliffe? Sure.
No.
Mistress Dovie, you are
And had a stepbrother.
you are part of so to me like rats and mice, I would rather see a snake than a rat. Like rat, I know that there's some people that have very cool rats, but god damn, to me a rat is something a taxi should run over in New York.
Huh.
I mean,
Rats are like citizens as well, though.
Ryan, get me near Dan.
Oh, okay, get up
So I
there.
can rub my rat all over him.
Yeah. Brother Dan.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No.
Oh yeah.
We have a Richard Gere moment?
Nice.
Oh, you're moving. Now, come on. Don't do that.
I'm with the paw.
You just had years of practice.
No, I'm over here. No, I'm over here. No, I'm over here. No, I'm over here.
Dan here is the man.
Thank you, weird dude.
Sandwich.
Well,
And you know what?
And I work with mice, and today I held like 30 different mice.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, I would get used to it, but I grew up. I think we had a mice problem, like when I was like 5 or 6. They'd cleared a field to develop, and we all of a sudden all the mice kind of came into our houses and stuff, and so I just have like some weird psychological. I don't like I don't like them at all.
When you see the mouse? Oh my god.
Yep, that's what I do. I go, yep, and I jump onto a table. I step on top of Santa's head.
Oh no. Okay, I'll take care for you.
All right, hey y'all, I gotta get going. Unfortunately.
All right. We understand. Before you go, can you?
Sorry.
We got it. Hey, Mr. Dovie, was any of those mice shaggy and brown?
Yeah.
There you go. All right, Todd, we love you, man.
Everybody,
Hi, Todd. Good
Leaf
seeing you.
family, I love you all. I'll be back. I gotta catch up, man.
Do it.
Do it.
You'll get there. You're just
High five, dude. High five.
All right.
All right.
Later.
Bye bye.
Adios, my friend.
All right. Later.
All right.
Dory.
He's like, how do I get out of here?
As Noden would say, I miss him. So yeah, that's there went Todd.
I miss
Fun
him
to have him
already.
here.
We'll get him back.
I do miss
Yeah, we need to get him back. We need to kidnap him.
Wait, is there more on your head now? What's going on over there?
Oh yeah, my outfit didn't feel weird enough for this episode and this conversation, so I did more.
I love it.
Nice.
Weird.
Sexy. Can we get a meow?
Those are dragon ears.
That's an asthmatic kitty sound right there.
That's a 17-year-old cat asking for food.
I have a 19-year-old.
That's why I wake up to every morning.
Hello,
That's the only meow I know anymore.
Hello, all. Puppet Dovie.
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm playing something.
Brother
Hold on.
Ryan, hold it.
I got it.
Ryan,
What?
Ryan,
What?
control.
You're gonna want to see this, Dan.
I do want to see it.
All right, someone, let's turn off the music on the stream. Okay, and here we go. This is from Puppet Dovie. Look at those.
Puppet Dovie.
This is.
Hello, all. Puppet Dovie here to congratulate my friends, Brother Ryan, Brother Dan, Kay, Sadai, Josh, and Todd on an incredible achievement.
Why did you mute it?
Wait, did I? Okay, wait, I'm sorry.
Not down.
Take him.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it was too low.
It was too low, so let me mute it.
Hello, all. Puppet Dovie here to congratulate my friends, Brother Ryan, Brother Dan, Kay, Sadai, Josh, and Todd on an incredible achievement.
Turn up.
Somehow you've been blabbing at us for 100 episodes of the LeafCast First Time Readers show, and we keep coming back for more. But I'll tell you a secret. Shh. It's the booze. Just kidding. I am so
booze.
proud of you and happy that I will get to celebrate with you tonight. For anyone else out there who hasn't made it out for the always entertaining First Time Readers show with the LeafCast, please join us tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time for puppet fisting, terrible jokes, and of course, Bella! Hello all, Puppet Dovie here.
Jesus.
I loved it.
Love it. That's amazing.
Lovely.
Also, do you live in a fairy glen or something? It was amazing. It looks so beautiful.
Yes, I do.
I love it.
She does.
A fairy glen.
Does that make you a fae? Are you a fae?
It's a marsh, but it's beautiful.
Does that make you one of the fae?
I am a fae.
Oh no. No, I
Tina
haven't
Fey.
asked for anything. No deals.
The little puppet is so cute. That mouse puppet. I love it. Can you bring that to JordanCon, please, MR?
Ooh, wow, that's pretty.
Very dexterous.
It has no, like, it doesn't emote at all, but its face is so, like, it's everything. It's just amazing. Oh, the hands! I love the hands! I love them!
A little hand dripping down.
Oh, my God. The little hands. They're amazing.
It's like a little, like, baby Yoda.
Hey, they're big hands, okay?
I love it. Big hands,
Sorry.
I knew you're the one.
Average sized hands.
Oh, I did. Let me see if I can do air quotes. I can't. I gotta work on my puppet air quotes. Ready?
Especially when your fingers are sewn together. It makes it hard.
Makes it hard.
Yeah, that was tough. It really just looked like he was going. Hey,
Let me see if I can do air quotes.
Everybody hop around, get down.
He's all trying to do quotes. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to do quotes now.
Like that.
not the same.
That's all I got.
Oops.
Not the same.
We're talking about quote. Shit. I can't. We're talking about quote massive dildos unquote.
Quote.
Quote.
You gotta get a little
massive
sign.
dildos.
I'll get a little sign that has a
Unquote.
quotation mark on it, and I'll hold it up.
There you go. Open quotes.
Are we going to talk about the books? Do we want
What's a
to
book?
get into chapters?
I don't know.
Sure.
Probably should.
Here,
Do
here
we
I'll
wanna
start
do
with
it?
stuff. Hold on. Here, I got it. Here we go. Hold on, I can do magic now. Bam! Look at that. So, we can't see everything here, but we have our group. A little recap. They started over here in Tanchico. They traveled in this direction, and they came down, and now they ended up over here.
This is
Yeah.
killing me.
There we go.
Right there.
Gildan.
In Samara, just south of the capital of Gildan, and like half a league north of Saladar, right there. See it down there.
Half a league.
LED.
Look at you. Look at your.
Well,
feet.
that's-
I know maths.
Shit.
Thank you, Tom, for giving us that perspective, because Nynaeve does remember. She's like, damn, Saladar, of course. No, damn it, it's right there. It's half a league. Yeah. But we are. Oops, shit. All right.
If you want to see what happened, but
Wait, did anyone ask if you're right? I forgot.
no, nobody
Yeah, no.
cares. You just, if you want to see what happens, go behind the scenes to Discord,
Oh, God, shit.
and then you can see Dan in the fleshy flesh and the filthy felt, the felty
Hi.
fleshy felty flesh, something like that.
Filthy
Filthy
flesh.
flesh.
Felty flesh.
Healthy flesh.
Felt my flesh. I
I'm
mean,
gonna hop off and finish
There it
my
is.
sandwich. And hang out with Discord.
I have a manwich.
Sounds good.
I gotta get back to
A
chat.
real
So.
cheese sandwich here.
So let's. Go ahead.
Okay, we'll get to the books now. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Going to, guys.
Bye, Toby.
Bye.
Bye,
MaTsDaGger.
Daddy. I love you. Mwah.
Bye, MaTsDaGger.
You guys can stay if you want.
Bye, Puppet
Okay.
D.
I don't care.
Bye, Jack. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Ryan.
Hey,
Yeah.
thank you.
Your birthday? Oh my God! Happy birthday! It's a birthday coat too. That's what this is. It's a
2
birthday
days
coat.
ago.
Oh my God, that's what it is.
Ryan turned 64.
When I'm
You're
64.
Boom.
Mhm.
Boom. Yeah. He's pretty hip for a 64-year-old.
Yep,
Now I
yep.
Pretty sly for a
And we definitely don't need him anymore.
puppet.
Now that he's 60. Sorry.
Oh.
Wow.
I was just going after the song. I'm sorry.
When I'm not needed.
We still love you, but we don't need you.
I need you. I'll always need you, Ryan.
Thank you for a good time, right?
And I will always. I don't sing, Tom.
Wait, why is there a spoiler alert sign in the corner?
Because we're talking.
We're going to talk about the book.
I forgot to take it down, probably. Josh.
Good point. How it does.
Good point. Thank you, Josh. So let's jump into chapter 40, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll try and get to 2 more chapters. So chapter 40 is called The Wheel Weaves, and it is a Nynaeve chapter. It has the icon of the Sublime Sun tattoo. I don't practice Santeria. I don't have no crystal ball.
If I had $1 million, I'd spend it all.
I'd spend it. Yeah.
Hey, but I can play guitar like a motherfucking riot.
It's true.
Oh, wrong.
Fuck Sancho. Just fuck him.
Hey, I'm gonna pop a cat in Sancho's ass.
Yeah.
And I'd slap his bare behind. Sorry.
So this is a direct continuation from the last chapter when Nynaeve is leaving the Prophet. She has Uno and Rhaegon with her. Rhaegon, pew pew. Rhaegon.
Right.
And then she sees that Galad is
Rhaegon.
Rhaegon, yeah.
Rhaegon.
Pew pew. So she's with Uno and Pew, and she sees that Galad is following her. She ducks down an alley. She goes down another alley, and Galad follows her. He doesn't give 2 shits about Uno or Pew. He is just like, hey, I'm here to talk to the lady. And he pretty much, they have a meeting in the alley.
Alley meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like an alleyway meeting?
So there was one very forced purple highlight that I had here. It's the whole sentence is she gaped in spite of herself, but I just have she gaped.
Whoops! Drink.
All right,
a lot of gaping going on in these books.
There's some gaping.
So much gaping. Damn. Her mouth was a gape. Ooh.
Did I go down the wrong pipe there, buddy?
Yeah. And he said there was lots of gaping.
A lot of gaping, yeah.
So much gaping.
Galad is straight out pimp. He walks in and he's like, I don't want to kill you Shenarians.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, don't make me kill these men.
Yeah, so nonchalant about it too.
Yeah, she's like, let him by. She's like, I thought you were gonna be on your way to Altera, and he said, "quote I did have
I
orders."
should be the one asking you these. I should be the one asking that question to you, which I think is just.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Are you?
Josh?
Of course, Josh is loving Galad right now.
Right?
He's beautiful. What can you say?
Yeah, he is beautiful.
No,
What do you guys picture when you think of Galad?
So cute, Josh. Well, he's. I don't know. He's.
I mean,
It's like
I'm beautiful and you treat me like dirt. I'm the most beautiful bass player you've ever played with.
I picture it like
I might treat your puppet like dirt, but I don't think I've ever treated your human like dirt.
I got some comment though. You're the best friend ever, Josh.
It sounded so serious.
God, Ryan, you played that note wrong.
I'm like flashbacks.
It's a D. It's a G.
I'd play the song perfectly, and he'd be like, "You're playing it wrong," and I'd be like, and then I'd retune it, and I'd be like, one string would be one little hair off, and he's like, "Yep, I knew that was off." Pissed me off. Anyways.
Well, that would piss one off.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, hey, we're good though. Yeah, when you picture Galad, do you have an equivalent? Who do you picture him as, like in modern times? Everyone. What do you think of Glad? Who is Glad?
I think to be honest, like a young Robert Redford. You ever seen Robert Redford when he was like young?
Black and white.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Rob?
There were some movies he did that were in color.
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying, and I'm also thinking like in my head, like a Brad Pitt in like Thelma and Louise kind of.
How about like a pre-racist Mel Gibson?
Pre-racist Mel Gibson. Oh no! Here you go. I got a picture for you.
Pre-racist.
Come on, sugar tits.
See if I know how to do this.
Okay, Sai, who do you think Glad looks like when you picture Glad? What are you picturing?
Oh, I didn't understand the question. I didn't understand what he looks like to me, who he represents to me.
Yeah, in your mind, like, do you have an equivalent? Oh.
Oh my god!
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Okay, yeah, maybe more muscles.
I mean, I never understood that though. Like growing up, that was not my sex icon.
Brad Pitt.
Tyler Perry was your.
It was much more like. Honestly, it was super.
Were
weird.
you
like
were you
John
doing Grandma
Cusack.
Muscle?
Okay, this.
I want to hear what her sex icon.
I know, Dan. Come on. Go, Kay.
Tyler Perry.
It's not
Medea.
Tyler. I don't know who that is.
As Medea.
But it was okay. John Cusack is actually who I said. It was
nice.
more like that. I was super weird. Like, so it was just kind of like this
Was?
quirky weirdo kind of like off.
That was your thing. Nice.
Yeah, totally.
What do you mean was super weird?
I love John Cusack still.
I mean, yeah, he's pretty great.
Right?
No,
Can
no.
you pull up Brad Pitt, Thelma and Louise.
Tom.
Okay, why do we need to see that? I mean,
Tom's
I know
got
what
it.
the abs look like, and he has the cowboy hat, and we get it, okay?
Yeah,
like he's
please.
naked with boots
Oh, yeah.
and a cowboy hat and panties. He's fucking sexy as shit, but they
still-
drive off a cliff at the end of the movie, so it's not really helpful, is it?
Jesus Christ.
All right, never mind.
Oh no, I get it.
That's Glad. That's Glad.
That is totally Glad right there.
The one that looks delicious with a.
That's so
No.
perfect.
I think for me it's a young Sean Connery.
Oh,
Wow,
okay.
you are old. I'm sorry.
Ryan Google, young Sean Connery.
I don't want to put.
So you're
I want
looking
to.
for James Bond.
I still
Yeah.
feel like there's super muscles on this guy though. Is he super muscular?
I would say he's more like lithe.
I think he's
Yeah, I
sinewy,
don't think
yeah.
he's super muscular. No, I think he's
Lithe
lithe.
and sinewy.
I don't think I can participate in this conversation in an effective way anymore.
There you go.
do you think he is?
Young Sean
Oh,
Connery.
Oh my god.
No.
Do you
No. I don't know that.
in those shorts is what
That little like. Wait. Go back to
There's
this.
no bulge. That's not a real bulge.
That hair. What's going on with that? That's not a real bulge.
That's a
Yeah.
sock. That's
That's
a
a-
semi.
That he's got going.
That's a real
That's a
bull.
galad.
That's a real bulge. All right, chat. Let's find out. Do we think that's real or not? Is that bulge real or not real? Josh says it's real. Kay says no way. Hey, brother Dan,
You know they do stuff.
who's the Saturday Night Live character with that weird haircut? He goes, "My heart is beating like a wild jungle drum."
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure.
That is the Martin Short character.
Hey guys,
the guy with the mohawk is the
Yeah, it's stuffed, fake bulge, cucumber.
Guys,
That's a Scottish surprise. Total confuse. That's
yeah,
amazing.
I don't know. Sean Connery is actually a friend of mine, and I told him that the other day.
Ed Grimley, Dan. Ed Grimley.
Oh yeah.
Ed Grimley.
Hold on, let me finish my joke.
Wait, I'm gonna interrupt you the rest of the show, brother Dan. So you feel. Just kidding.
I'll wait. This is my time, ladies and
Okay, we'll
gentlemen.
just stare at the crotch.
All right, so I told Sean Connery that the other day I was crushed by a pile of books, and he said, "You only have yourself to blame."
Wow.
Okay.
That's fake.
Bum covers for 600.
Got a close up on that crotch. You know this.
Hey,
What about
knock,
like a What about like a Christopher Hemsworth?
guys, knock.
No. Never brother that's not as
Hey, for real,
popular, and that guy's got a real
he
security.
probably he has a hugger penis.
Guys, knock.
Who's there?
Dishes.
Dishes who?
Dishes, Sean Connery.
Okay.
no.
Got it. Nice.
Keep going. One more.
God.
How deep can you dig with that shovel, Dan?
Yes. Thank you, Skeeter.
All right, I got one more. Charles Tatum.
Charles Tatum. All right, let's look up. Oh, is he that obscure like German porn actor you were telling me about? Only did black and whites in the 20s.
Out of Tatum, out of the last name Tatum, what about
Charles Tatum?
No. Tatum in general. Tatum Channing.
All right, so I'm gonna put the first picture that came up. When I searched Charles Tatum. Just give me 1 second.
All right, Charles Tatum. Let's see.
Oh, it's Channing Tatum, isn't it?
No, you said Charles.
You said Charles.
I said Charles.
Oh, nice. That is absolutely him. That is 100% him.
Wow, that is so awesome.
Look at the rings on that.
You're gonna get sued.
Headcanon changed forever.
Well done, Tom.
Let's go on after marriage.
I stick by my recommendation.
You broke Ryan.
Yeah. This is great. Glad after marriage.
You gave me this power, my friend. You gave me the power.
Yes! That's what I was saying in secret school. I'm looking through
Mark
my tears.
Wahlberg is glad.
Oh, I can see Mark
Right, Mark
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg. Come on, give us Mark
right?
Wahlberg.
Like when he's like doing his Calvin Klein ads. Like
or at any point during
I want to see sweat coming at
New
your pores.
Kids on the Block.
all
that
I can
was
do
actually
for now.
the stuff that I, the right stuff.
I cannot escort you. No, I can't do a Boston accent. I can't do it.
Come on, feel the vibration.
What? Park the car. You can't park the car in the garage. What are you
What
talking
about this?
about?
What about the
It's gonna
singer?
be loud.
What about the singer from Right Said Fred? I'm too sexy for my shirt.
Okay. Josh, I'm so stoked on Josh right now.
That's like Vin Diesel 30 years ago.
Vin Diesel 30 years ago was hilarious looking, by the way.
He was.
Hey, Kay, here's my Boston. All right, ready, Kay? Ready, Kay? Ready, Kay?
Great.
Martha, get in the fucking car. We're gonna be late to the park.
Holy shit! That was
Park.
great!
There you go.
Eat your oranges.
Martha, get in the fucking car. We're gonna be late to the park.
Now unnecessarily whisper like 3 of those words with that accent.
Martha, get in the fucking car. We're gonna be late to the park. We're gonna go see the socks.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
Socks.
Hey, Martha.
Tom, are you looking up Right Said Fred?
Oh no, I did not.
Come on, we gotta get the.
too sexy for this song. Yeah, it was so sexy it hurts.
It
I'm
hurts.
too sexy. So what? I'm so sexy for. I'm
My
too
shirt.
sexy. My shirt. So sexy it hurts. I'm too sexy for.
My
I
legs.
don't remember anything else. My legs.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Your turn, Jeff.
Okay. All right. Yes. All right. Here it is.
Oh yeah.
Just
Glad.
okay. So we're throwing locks on this guy, like golden lock. Like yeah. Okay. Picture hair on this man.
I'm pretty
Gold
sure
locks.
he said shaved heads at some point.
Okay. Draw some hair on this man.
That is a lot of leather vest right there. That's
Boy, it
a
is.
lot of leather
Leather
vest.
vest. It is.
Leather gets
Leather
hot.
in general.
That's a shitload of leather vests. That's like
Yeah.
2 out of 3 of them.
Oh my god.
You cannot ignore the gold hues on the shoulder. bro. Come on.
So, Mr. Vest. All right. That's a Galad 5 for sure.
That good?
That's beautiful.
Now he's emo. You just made him emo.
He's an emo blonde galad.
He's got like the
He's not
current
sure.
day. He's got the current day like the part way over on that side. Oh, now he's all dark. He wears black on the outside because black is how he feels on the inside.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to imagine Nynaeve like starstruck over that guy.
But
guys-
calves, I think. Oh wait, no.
Oh,
Luke?
Bozum Saho is here, too sexy for Milan, New York, and Japan.
And
There
Japan.
we go.
Japan.
Oh, Milan, New York, and Japan.
Okay.
Ooh, a young David Hasselhoff or Galad. I could see that. I mean, any age David.
Mattress.
I would say SpongeBob era David Hasselhoff works too.
Yeah, he's sexy
I
anytime.
don't think of Galad as having a wide chin.
I'm sorry.
Maybe.
If you ran down the beach, lots
Oh,
of
you want?
have plenty of him, of Hasselhoff, looking like a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the nipples galore with that guy.
Nips off
We have a drinking obligation.
the cup.
There you go.
Galad's head. Galad's head.
Oh wait, no,
Oh, that's the hamburger. That's hamburger off.
no, that's eating his cheeseburger, yelling at his
Cheeseburger
daughter.
off. And she's like, "You're gross." He's like, "What do you mean I'm
You
gross?"
said any David Hasselhoff.
What do you mean?
I did. You're right. I think it's. I mean, hey, that's Glad in his worst moments.
You know what? No, he looks better there than I will ever look, Ryan.
I don't think so.
He still looks great. Look at he has abs.
He did look great. He did look great.
Here's a drinking obligation. Let me just say it. Quote, Galad's head jerked in irritation.
Yes. Why? Why would he jerk his head? Oh yeah, I know.
Okay, this is a solid point.
But in irritation, though, no one should jerk it in irritation.
No, this is a solid.
No, you look up Hugh Grant 1984. You get
1984.
put on a
I
you
don't
get put
think
no.
Hugh Grant has balls to strap
Hello,
on
Sliber.
to be like Galad, and I like Galad a lot at this point.
Hugh Grant is a famous lover of blowjobs.
Well, no, and we all are, but come on.
We all are, he says.
Hugh Grant cannot beat up people.
Yeah, you know what?
That guy is not walking through Uno and
No, but those are the eyes that makes Nynaeve quiver. You got to get the eyes in there, like all these other
no,
guys.
he's a
Loyal's
wuss.
library. I'm on Team Loyal's library.
No, you need a badass. Maybe like, all right.
I might
So
need to
look
change
up,
my panties soon. Can we move on?
look up the guy who
Oh,
played
no.
Jack. Oh wait, no. Tom, look up the guy who played Jack Reacher. Not Tom Cruise, the other guy.
Right?
That big dude would
Oh, yeah.
fuck shit up.
No,
And so maybe, yeah.
That's not Galad. Galad's a
Zac
pretty boy.
Efron.
Zac Efron is like 5'8". No way.
The guy that played Jack Reacher is like Hammer Gaiden or something. Like he's too big.
Oh fuck, he's great.
You're
All
great,
right.
friend.
You're great.
Yeah, he's not as big as like Dwayne Johnson.
All right, so we have them.
Dwayne Johnson. Who says Dwayne? Holy John. Calls him Mr. Dwayne Johnson.
I mean, you mean The Rock.
Thespian Dwayne Johnson.
Hey, look, I know him from like Moana. All right. He's Mr. Dwayne Johnson. He's not The Rock.
Well,
Okay.
you're welcome.
You're welcome.
One of my favorite songs that I have memorized.
Chads in the stars.
Probably one of the songs I've heard the most out of any song ever made.
It's not bad.
Let me ask your opinion here, Josh. In the books, I'm trying gracefully to tie things together. Like we have Galad talking to Nynaeve, and he says, quote, "Perhaps half the reason I wear this," he touched the edge of his snowy cloak, "is because the tower sent you out, you and Elaine and Egwin, for the light knows what reason, when you are what you are. It was like sending a boy who had just learned to hold a sword into battle, and I will never forgive them." He's pretty much blaming like saying the tower made me do this. You made me do this, Mom. I mean, he used to love the tower. Now he's in an organization that is entirely antithesis to the tower, and we learn it's because they mishandled the information, I guess.
It's not just that. He has this like way of rationalizing whatever he thinks is good or right to make it in his mind be the only way or the only right way to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what he's Galad, yeah.
But in this case, is he doing this by, I guess, transferring his feelings onto Elaine and Nynaeve then, and saying, well, because of your actions, I had no choice but to do this? Is he kind of transferring that or projecting?
He just feels himself as the protector of all of them. And I even think he might have a little crush on Nynaeve, to be honest.
What do you think, Josh?
Ooh, interesting.
I didn't read it that way, Dan.
Okay.
I think it's more of what Tom is saying, where he has to legitimize. So we have an echo.
Yeah, it's been going on this whole
I
time.
freaking knew you were going to be the only one to bring that up.
Well, it bothers me.
Well, it bothers me, KayK.
Is it still there?
It bothers me too.
No.
Is it gone? Is it still there?
I think it's gone. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, I think it's gone. Well done, Ray.
I think it's more of because he can only see things one way. He sort of has a he has a singular view of reality, and now his perspective has changed, so he has to legitimize that. And so he has to look for external factors that can be the legitimation for his transformation of his mind from thinking that the tower is a good thing to now being against it. And I'm sure that the book that he was fed, that we guessed that he was going to become a White Cloak 2 books ago, had a lot to do with it as well, right? That he was fed essentially this information. So yeah, I don't think that he's so much as putting the blame on them as looking for external factors that changed his mind.
Fair.
Okay.
But still having to own his singular view as opposed to seeing things in the gray area.
I actually totally
There is
agree
no
with that.
gray. for him.
I actually really agree with that because that's how I read it as well. It doesn't feel like Galad is like a bad person. It feels like he's conflicted, and he's trying to, like Josh said, he's trying to stay true to who he thinks he is, but also help. Well, I mean, that's who he is, like to help.
Well, we also have. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
I was just going to say we see that already with Elaine's depictions of him, where like they would do something wrong and he would go and tell Mother just like what the situation is, right?
Right.
I like,
despite what would happen, even taking blame on himself or whatever. And I think he has that idea of like this is what is capital R right. He's very moral as opposed to ethical.
Yeah, and there you go. Like Dana Lou just said, when since he has his own views of right and good and bad and wrong, you know, his view of Suan sending the only accepted out on a mission, like she did with Nynaeve and Egwene and Elaine. Now the tower is now bad and wrong.
Right.
But the question really is: were they only sent out as accepted because they were bait? Or because they were as yet unbound by the Three Oaks?
I don't even think he cared. Well, no, I mean, that's for us. I mean, for Galad.
I'm saying for us, not so much for him. But
well, for us, I would like my personal opinion on that would be that it's because Suan knows that she can trust them, and the only other person she knows she can trust is Moiraine, and she's
in deep with Moiraine already.
Yeah.
You imagine having hundreds of people in your organization, and the only people that you can trust are 3 people that just joined.
Yeah. Kids also at that.
Hey, Josh. I have a question. Can you imagine? So we went into like heavy Berkey chapters last week, and I just have a question for you about that. Like, can you imagine, okay, so the only equivalent throughout these weeks of reading that I could think of, compared to Brigitte, or however we want to say her name, would be Moiraine. And wouldn't it be cool to see them like have at it? I'm not sure what that.
What do you mean? How are they equivalent? What do you mean?
In their powers and their like complete and total, just passion for their mission, I think, is what I was looking at.
They're both true believers.
I told you this topic, so
yeah. So you'd be cool if like Moiraine and Brigitte like had a battle, or they battled together?
I just thought it'd be fun, like because those seem like polar freaking opposites. Moiraine seems like the good, or like whatever we think the good might be to Rand at this point, and then Brigitte just kind of seems weird. I don't understand this, but it feels.
I think you just want to watch 2 hot women fight.
I definitely do.
That's just my.
They have lots of power, and I want to see them go at it for sure. Maybe that's it. Maybe.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about this earlier. I think you were talking about Eat and the Forsaken being like same level. Like,
oh yeah, I thought. Well, that is what I still think, but I don't know how to say that because I don't really know how to explain like why I think that. I don't really know why I think that.
Well, the Forsaken keep coming back and live a long time, and so does Brigitte. What?
She's got all these powers, and then like she was only bound to the real world because somebody made her a warrior. Like that just doesn't make any sense. Nothing about this makes sense. It seems like it's just a very powerful.
Well, right? she was dying, and they don't know how to heal. So the only thing that Elaine could think to do, since warriors heal faster than regular people, was to bond her.
But why was she dying? Right? Like
she was slipping away from the real world, basically. Yeah.
Why
she didn't belong.
The real world. What did that make her die? Like what is what?
She was untethered. She was untethered from the pattern.
Yeah.
She was like a thread that had been snipped. And then when Elaine bound her, as her warder, she was reintegrated into the tapestry of the pattern. Instead of being a loose thread, she suddenly was a part of the pattern again. That's how I understand it.
We know that because they've spoke about it. The wise ones have spoke about it. That you can enter Teleriod physically, like you could physically enter it. But they say that that's bad. So
it's dangerous.
So basically, she left Teleriod, but she didn't really have a body, and she wasn't really there as a human being in the first place. So like the pattern was like trying to remove something that didn't belong, I guess. That's my thought on it.
Well, it's sort of like,
to that point, wouldn't it be like she's like the most powerful Forsaken? Like if she is a Forsaken, then she's or if she's a good person, then she's like
Todd wasn't here for the equivalency.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Todd wasn't here for the Forsaken equivalency. Describe for Todd what you mean by a Forsaken, because I didn't understand it first either.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Describe to Tom what I mean by a Forsaken?
Yeah, because when you say Forsaken, you don't mean one of the Forsaken. You mean a category of person who is like a Forsaken.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, Josh.
Which I can't really wrap my head around fully, but I know that you have a good idea of what it means.
I think you have a good idea of what it
means. I know what you think, but I don't know what it means, if that makes sense. I can understand enough that you understand.
Like, what animates Brigitte for her to be able to keep coming back, and then what animates the Forsaken for them to keep coming back? What is empowering these two? Is it the same thing? Is it different things? Why is it seem like they have longer lives and powers?
So I don't think the Forsaken keep coming back. It's just that they've been around for a long time.
Okay.
It's just different than
living
Brigitte
longer,
being reborn over and over again. But so the way I see it is Brigitte essentially was called like by the horn one last time into the real world. Yeah. But when she appeared, the horn hadn't been blown. And therefore she was like a loose thread. Okay. Well, instead of being bound to the wheel in her current state like she is when the horn is blown. Yeah.
I like that.
But it had been blown. I raised my hand, Tom. Did your puppet hand go up? No.
All right, the floor is yours, Kay.
Lay it on us, Kay.
Now I forget what we were talking about.
Classic.
Brigitte and the horn. The horn being blown.
Yeah, but did she wait?
Too
was
busy asserting.
The last time when Matt blew the horn, was it? Couldn't she have been called and maybe like a little like loose like little leg was hanging out or something?
I think she was called, but I don't think she was a loose thread then. The horn is the portal by which she was called in her current form from the TAR into the real world. And then we see the same thing happen when she dies, the second death, as the Wolf Brethren call it, within the Teleriod.
Let me ask you
appears
guys,
in the real world.
When the heroes of the horn are called, are they immortal? Can they die?
In the real world.
Yes.
In the.
Yeah, I would think so. If I think this one could have.
If Brigitte had been shot by an arrow,
I don't even know still though. Like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they would have vanished. I think they would reappear in the Teleriod if they died in the real world.
Oh, good question, Dan.
All right, so Danley is asking, Forsaken is a powerful Dark Friend wielder from the Age of Legends. Do you think Brigitte is a channeler of the One Power? Do you think Brigitte channels?
I don't.
You answer first.
I do think she has power, right? She's got to have abilities if she becomes a warder, right, Josh?
I don't think she can channel,
Some sort of
personally.
ability? No, nothing?
I don't think she has powers.
That's
I don't think she can channel.
Okay.
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting to, though, is that when the heroes are called, could they like Archer Hawkwing or Brigitte Silverbow have died in that battle, or are they immortal?
I think if they died in the world, they would be reborn into the Tel'aran'rhiod.
I don't think they're immortal in the sense of being immortal. They're not people. They're not like really there. They're creations of the Horn. So like it's not like they can die. They're not alive.
They're like heroes, like figurative. Like there's a silver bow that doesn't exist anywhere. Silver arrows that don't exist anywhere.
Yeah.
This lucky blonde hair that I don't know, like doesn't exist anywhere.
I'm hearing heavy breathing. If we can control.
Ryan is making me a little excited with that.
Right, yeah, right.
Oh, Ryan does that sometimes.
Just leaning into it. Yeah, let's see if we can.
Sorry.
All right.
Reading chat. Sorry.
That's no big deal. Yeah. That's what I was thinking about as far as Brigitte, her being split out and being a warder now. But when she first was in this world, she was this magical being that was like shooting these silver arrows that was like setting Shanshan boats on fire. And I was like, could she have died if someone had shot her with like a bow and arrow? Would she have taken a bow and arrow and just did like what Mogideon did and just bounce back into Tel'aran'rhiod?
I'd hope so.
I say no, absolutely not. Nothing would have happened.
I don't think she can die when she's called.
I don't even think the arrow would hit her. To be honest,
they're not alive.
Yeah, I think they're ghost forms.
Yeah, if you think about how they're represented, they were like battling in the sky, like a painting, like a representation of a painting in a Renaissance church. That's how I think of like how the battle occurred.
AKA Spare of Time does that exact painting, so if you actually want to have it on your wall, you should purchase something. At Spare of Time, Twitter, all the things. Anyways.
Nice.
You were saying, Josh.
All right. So cool. So we got Brigitte figured out now. All right, we're all agreeing.
Right. Everyone's headcanon set. Good. Move on.
So Galad is.
Well, I actually want to say one more thing about Brigitte. So, Brigitte actually, at one point, and we've seen this, I think, I'm pretty sure, I'm 90% sure it's been on screen at this point, when Nynaeve I think it's Nynaeve is talking to her. She asks if she ever was able to channel, and Brigitte says, I've never been in Aes, like she's never been in Aes Sedai, and she's never been, and she's never been able to channel. But also, she says there's a point, and I'll find the exact quote, where she says she's lived thousands upon thousands of lifetimes.
Right.
And that's like...
I think each incarnation, she only lives a normal human lifespan. She's not like a Forsaken in that she lives for 3,000 years.
No, she only lives... She's a vanilla human, period. She's never been anything other than that. But it's just how... When she's in the world of dreams, and now out in the real world... She has all the memories of all of.
At the moment, anyway, she can remember all of her previous lives.
So
whether that will stick around is a whole other question. I'm guessing it won't. But
maybe.
You just crushed my dreams of Brigitte being a Forsaken, Tom, and now I feel defeated.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, the Forsaken, the word Forsaken is just what they called those powerful channelers who...
Right, there's only...
Who have joined the Dark One specifically, who have joined the Great Lord specifically.
But let me ask you, Kay and Josh, do you think that the heroes of the Horn are TAVERN?
I think we've talked about this before.
Well, but we haven't talked about it in regards to Brigitte being pulled into this world. Is she TAVERN?
We talked about everything before.
I think yes. The heroes of the Horn, when they are incarnate, are TAVERN.
Well, I would think,
or at least, okay. Let me say that differently. They
had to earn their spot, right?
Their roles are well defined within the pattern. Like if you were to look at the warp and weave of the pattern, they would be a recognizable warp and weave that they're a part of. Now, whether they themselves are TAVERN and pull others around them is a whole different story, but they are at least a known, if in the abstract sense, representation within the pattern.
Right. I like that.
So then, did the pattern allow and dictate for Brigitte to be pulled from DragonReader?
No.
Yes, and we talked about that a couple of episodes ago too. Yes, I think that the pattern needed her, therefore she incarnated. That's the only explanation I can think of, since no other human who could channel seemed to intervene. It had to have happened at the level of the pattern that she became incarnate at her second death within the TAR.
But I thought no. I mean, in that scene, I mean, if I'm mistaken, don't we see Semiraj do a weave and throw her out of?
Moghedien, you mean?
Moghedien, my bad.
No, Moghedien like starts filling up with the source.
With
and
light.
You see a light dome around her, and then Brigitte just like fades to black.
Well, no, the black swallows her, kind of.
The black swallows her, yeah.
Like
so and it was after she was shot with the arrow. So whatever she was doing never came to completion. Whatever Moghedien was doing didn't come to completion before she vanished from the Telleranion. We close read that scene a couple of times during that episode.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So Galad is talking with Nynaeve. He's like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "Well, what the fuck?" She finally tells him she's at Val and Lucas. He lives on the second floor.
She let that slide, so I'm sure that's going to come back and bite her in the butt. Or Val and Luca.
Right. And Galad pretty much tells Uno and Pew, says, "Hey, if her or her friend, anything bad happens to him, I will kill you. Just so you know." They're like, "Okay, cool, that's fine." He leaves, and they go
I
back.
agree, MaTsDaGger. Yeah, the power jockeying here with Nynaeve and the Shinarians and Galad is just—it's
funny.
Yeah. Funny is a good word for it. In a not funny sort of way.
Well, she finds out that Uno and Pew are gonna hang out with them. She's like, quote, "Do you mean to help Elaine and me reach Rand?" And he says, quote, "We might as well ride with you to Tyr or wherever else. We've nothing better to do," Raygun said dryly. So,
15 Shinarians.
There's 15 Shinarians, and Nynaeve's like, "Yes, fuck yes, I got 15 Shinarians."
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I didn't know that.
They're
formidable.
They're a formidable force. Like the Aiel even took note of their fighting prowess during the Aiel War.
And we know Lan, in part, is not trained by, but respected by them, and his style of fighting is at least derivative or a source for their own. And maybe there's a two-way street there.
Well, Malkir was only a few, miles.
It was right there
north
on
of
the Blight,
them.
right?
Yeah.
Further into the Blight.
Directly north of Aldara and Shinar. So
right.
They were neighbors at one point.
I like that hashtag. Hashtag I agree with Josh.
Hashtag Josh knows.
Hashtag Josh knows all.
Josh knows none.
Josh knows all.
And we love him for it.
And we do. That was deep. Deep in the creek of the deep.
So they oh, go ahead, Tom.
Oh no, I was if you're going, you can go. I was just gonna keep going.
Yeah. So Nynaeve splits with the Shinarian. She goes back to the show. she sees that there's a new acrobat that does crazy ass shit.
Did that seem suspicious at all to you, Kay?
I totally love this part, but it did seem suspicious because why is this bitch holding onto something in her mouth, balancing by it, and then she brings her legs over her head and like basically eats herself out? This makes no sense to me. I don't understand what's happening.
Is that what you were picturing? She was basically
That
eating
is
herself
totally
out?
what I was picturing. I was like, wow, she just went that way, huh? Yeah.
So was it this way? Or
I
was
don't-
it like
That it was
this
backward.
way?
Mash. My ears.
Yeah.
Her legs curved down in front of her, then impossibly back up under her arms, whereupon she transferred the doves to the upturned soles of her feet.
Yep, she was like this, guys. All right, I got it.
Now, also, she thinks of something.
She was like this.
I meant more, did you find it suspicious in the sense that
some random...
Here's a new character who has suddenly appeared
Nom, nom, nom.
within Val and Luca's act, maybe to follow or keep an eye on our characters. Could she be a dark friend?
Totally. Oh, totally. I think this is definitely a dark friend. Like, I don't think anybody in Val and Luca's situation is necessarily like there for just the circus fun.
Well, she was hired she used to be a part of the circus that was ripped apart when they accused the woman of being an Aes Sedai and they hung her, broke her neck and hung her.
Well, I think there's a hint. As she's observing this person, she remembers something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at that.
So she says it was all too good of a this is right after the description of her contorted body is done.
Yeah.
It says it was all too good a reminder of what Mo Gideon had done to her.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what made me feel suspicious.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right. Okay.
So is that Mo Gideon?
I don't think so.
Well, we've also seen.
Maybe it is. Maybe
we've also seen.
Ryan, let him answer.
Oh,
I did. Kay was saying something now.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, say it, please.
Is that Mo Gideon?
Maybe. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
All right, go.
Maybe because
I was gonna say Case I remember a particular chair you really enjoyed, one of the Forsaken having recently.
A what?
A chair that one of the Forsaken had that was made of human bodies. Do you remember this?
The throne.
Oh,
You
the
were really stoked on
contortionist
this.
chair?
Yeah, and there was a
That was in the
contortionist chair.
previous chapters.
Okay, yeah, well, I just want to bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ivory chair. Is that what the one you're talking about?
With humans doing contortionist things and
yeah, the ivory chair.
Sexual
They're-
contortionist.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
she's like looking at it. She's like, oh wait, no, that chick's not. Oh, she's doing. Oh god. Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
doing that. Oh, lush, fainting couch. Ah.
Yes. Yeah. So could this be related in any way?
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just thought.
Just to make the point, I've seen this exact act on America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
American tries to have.
Was that like the European version where they actually show stuff?
Have talent?
Have talent?
Americans Got Talent in Europe, right?
America does not have talent. Maybe Europeans have talent. America's not so talented.
Oh, yeah, there's tons of talented Europeans.
Hey.
Americans.
Hey, we're American.
Hey. I only speak as an American. I don't know what I say.
Josh, if you saw this like 20, 25 years after this was written, hey, maybe
You mean like right now?
Maybe that person who did this act was a fan of the Wheel of Time books, read this contortionist act and was like, I can do that. I'm Gumby.
I think it's more likely there's only so many ways a human body can contort, but sure. Let's go with that.
Pokey.
Yes.
I can do
Well,
my own cooch. You got it.
So Nynaeve tells Elaine that they met Galad, and and she gets fucking terrified, rightfully so.
Right.
And Massima. They have a little out and out with that, and Elaine makes a joke about, "Oh, I bet you saw the king too."
And she's like, "It's a queen, dummy."
Yeah. That was great. Just like, right, no, off the cuff. Yeah, I was just chatting with your brother, who's horrible.
But then she recognizes that if he said this, that it's true.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Which
And
again goes back to his single-mindedness or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. 100%. What? You put it on your mom? He put it on his mom.
Hey,
sure he said that?
He said his mom.
Oh man, he definitely means it.
Oh, it's tight.
He swore on his mama's grave. If he swore by her, then he will hold to it no matter what. He would sooner break that oath than on his hope of rebirth. He would sooner break the oath of his hope of rebirth and salvation than on that, is what she says.
Wow. Yep.
So, Nynaeve also spills the beans. She says, "Oh, it's Saladar." I remembered because Galad said it, and Elaine's like, "Are you sure?" Just because he said it, and she's like, "No, come on, trust me."
Is it because he said it and you were staring in his eyes?
Yeah.
But isn't it? Go ahead, Kay. Sorry.
No, right before that, they say like, okay, well, we can trust Galad's oath, I'm sure, but you could not know what he might do beforehand, right? Which is why they didn't trust him beforehand, but now they do. So I'm just catching up. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
You guys are a little faster than I am.
We're quick.
Oh, good.
You're so quick.
Quick like the cat.
But yes, are you sure about that?
90 wants to go to the salad bar. Nice.
Salad bar. Yeah, she does.
It's unlimited salad bar.
What did you
You
make?
can eat Saladar.
What did you make of the fact that Galad was going to Saladar, though, Kay? Does that worry you at all?
I'm
Do you
sorry.
find that strange or suspicious? Galad mentioned Saladar because he was being sent there by the White Cloaks. Does that worry you or make you suspicious at all?
Well, I feel like from what we've read so far, I feel like this is just Galad being protective.
What's just Galad being protective?
Necessarily, I don't think that he has ill intentions towards.
But you know what's in Saladar, right?
What I'm most concerned about.
No, remind us.
So
No, Josh, I don't have an encyclopedic memory.
So Saladar is where all the Aja who are not following the tower anymore are
The Aes Sedai.
the Aes Sedai who aren't followers of the tower are all gathered. That we saw when Schwan and Min
And there's a huge
ended up.
group of white cloaks on their way there, so that's probably not a good idea.
And we learned that Galad had been ordered to go to Saladar as a white cloak. So how did they find that? Is that coincidence? Or did someone tell them that the Aes Sedai are gathered there?
Maybe it's like just members of the Black Aja, not necessarily like members of people that are actual Aes Sedai or even accepted. Because I mean, Nynaeve and Egwene and all of them, they're not Aes Sedai. But maybe the whole culture is changing. To your point, in earlier chapters, I mean, everything seems to be changing at this point. I don't know.
All right. Yeah.
What do you think, Josh?
I wonder if maybe Padden Fane has reported back to the White Cloak leadership and somehow has some information about them gathering there, or maybe the White Cloaks have their own spies within the Aes Sedai who have left the tower and gathered in Saladar?
We also know Dark Friends can permeate any group. So if there is a Black Aja in Saladar, and there's say like a Dark Friend White Cloak, it would make sense that the information can get there.
Flow that way. Yeah.
Not saying
and we know that Pedron Nial is sort of questionable moral fabric.
I mean, anyone wearing that white cloak is.
Right. But especially him, I would say.
I think he's got at this point, I don't know. I feel like he's got the best interest of the girls. Like he really, it does to me.
Who, Galad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying this is suspicious of Galad. I'm saying it's suspicious in general that the White Cloaks have information potentially that there are Aes Sedai in Saladar.
Oh. So a dark cloak. There you go.
I like that number.
Yeah, a dark cloak. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, dark. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It was just one of those things that's like briefly mentioned, but it has huge impact.
Yeah.
If
at the
there
very
is
least,
a reason for them to be going there. Right?
Well, that does make sense that he might be like a dark cloaky, if that's even a thing, like person, right? So
Who, Galad?
like, yeah.
No. I don't think it's Galad. I think he was just being sent there by the leadership. I don't think he had been ordered to go to Saladar by the White Cloak leadership.
And the way that let me read the part. So
you have it up.
Yeah, he says in all the world, Nynaeve, only you would ask me that question. I should be asking you that. Very well, I'll answer you. For all, it should be the other way around. I did have odd orders for Saladar in Altara, but all that changed when this prophet fellow. What's the matter? Are you unwell? So that was when he said that because her face like contorted because she remembered Saladar.
Right, Saladar. Yeah.
But if the White Cloaks knew there was a huge group of Aes Sedai in Saladar, they wouldn't have just been like, never mind, we won't go there.
Right.
So at the very least, we know the White Cloaks were going there. So someone told them they should go check it out, but they don't have all the information, probably.
Right.
Because if they did, they wouldn't just be like, never mind, we'll just deal with this weirdo who's talking about the Dragon Reborn.
This chapter ends with Nynaeve getting back to Val and Luca. He lives on the second floor, his menagerie, seeing the contortionist, and then instantly being, quote, they positioned her with her back against the rough wooden fence, and Elaine began tugging at the knot in her shawl as Brigitte turned away. Brigitte then shoots arrows at her.
I love the word. To-chunked.
Yeah, I love it.
Chunk. Yeah, I'm like, that's all I can think of is like, thunk, thunk. Well, that is, I guess. Actually.
Yep. That is a sound, yeah. I could see it like written out like a comic book. Ta-tunk.
Right?
Arrow by arrow, the yelps rose higher, and it seemed to her almost as if the crowd was cheering her cries. The louder she shrieked, the louder they cheered it and applauded. What metaphorically is Nynaeve going through here? She is standing and just being shot at by arrows, and the more she yells, the more the crowd cheers. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, metaphorically.
Metaphorically speaking,
I think literally she's just terrified. A loss of control, maybe, because she's tied up and she can't control what's happening around her, and she's usually so in control.
Right, she needs to display trust, like literal trust with her life, like every day. Yeah.
I love that. Nomen Garden again. Tis a silly place.
Tis a silly place.
To the silly
Nomen Garden's so clever.
On point tonight.
I do love the
Oh,
symbolism. I just am agreeing with you, I guess, about the symbolism of her being outlined in arrows. Like, there's something about how what she's done in this last chapter, like wandering into the city when she shouldn't have, and like taking tea with the fucking prophet, and then running into Galad and going after the Shinarians, and her like.
She came out unscathed.
But it's like she's completely outlined in arrows. And I mean, now the same thing happens again, and her knees are knocking as she walks away. And it's like, you see that knee knockingness all throughout the chapter, but in a different, manifesting itself in different ways.
Yeah, you do see that knee knocking up through this chapter.
Get some boot knocking up in there.
Sorry.
Knocking boots.
You'll also notice she doesn't get angry at all, and feel like she can channel during that entire time. She's terrified.
Right.
So that's another loss there. It's all fear.
And then she's trying to like come up with reasons to not like. She's so bold and so unthinking when she wanders out after Massima to go to talk with Uno, but then when push comes to shove, she's like trying to make up reasons to not stand in front of the wall tomorrow and tell them she's sick or whatever, right? It's like, again, you see this diametrical nature to her that.
Yeah, some of the arrows still quivered. She still quivered.
No, it's great symbolism. So is to chunk onomatopoeia?
Yes, that is exactly correct, sir. Always in there with the good words. Gosh. Onomatopoetically sounds right.
Onomatopoetically, yes.
That's one of my favorite scenes in The West Wing.
Whoa.
Onomatopoetically?
There's a scene where someone says that. It's a really good scene. Anyway, sorry. Off topic. The guy that plays Odin is actually in that. He's the guy that says it in the Showtime show American Gods.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, That's is that an Amazon show?
Yeah, the Neil Gaiman.
Showtime.
Oh, it's Showtime. Okay. That book is fun. That's a fun book to listen.
Neil Gaiman's a great writer.
Yeah, the audiobook is really great. There's probably like 7 or 8 actors that do different voices for it.
He also is an awesome dude. He a teacher asked if she could read a book virtually to students that was going to be online, and if he would give her permission to do it. And he was just like, "You have blanket permission to use any of my work whenever you want, always."
Have you ever read Good Omens?
Yep.
Yeah.
I love all this stuff.
Is that's with Terry Pratchett?
Terry
right?
Pratchett, yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, you're talking. Who do you think you're talking to right now?
I hope they had Terry Pratchett's one of my favorite authors.
Oh yeah,
Terry Pratchett's so fun.
Terry Pratchett's the only Terry that I like.
Oh really?
Terry Gilliam?
What Terry good kind?
What, you don't like Brazil?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I'm talking about good kind. Come on.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
Right in the trash. Directly in the trash. Sorry.
Beautiful.
So, I think we shot out for getting through 3 chapters, but I think we're only going to make it through 1 tonight. It looks like.
Yeah, I think so.
But
it ends up that but Nynaeve is like, all right, fuck. Hopefully, we're gonna get a boat in a day or 2. We got the Prophet and we got Galad on the busy, so hopefully we're gonna get a boat. One of those fool men have to find a riverboat.
God, so many man comments in this chapter.
It's just especially my favorite part about this is they're all helping her and they have everything together, and it's one of these fool men have better find a boat.
Yeah, and she wants to
hearing a boot, like a Canadian a boot.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just need another pair of boots.
Are they for walking?
Okay. That's all I do. That's what I do with my brain.
Well, that's just what they do.
My canon, Tom.
Sorry.
Isn't that from South Park?
You know what?
Were your boots
There
made
might
for
be
walking?
a reference there, actually, that I'm now realizing, but I didn't realize that before. Josh, thank you.
Well, Josh. So to your point, as far as the men thing, Robert Jordan even acknowledges it here when he says, "quote Men always seem to think violence could solve anything. If she had had a stout stick, she would have thumped all three of them about the shoulders until they saw reason."
Yep. Perfect.
It's like the one time
And
I
she
liked
wouldn't-
Nynaeve in this book, honestly.
And she would never even see the irony in that statement, even if you pointed it out.
Right.
Just had to get angry to do it. Right?
Is there anything we missed in this chapter, guys?
Not really. I don't think so.
Oh no, the last sentence. I can be as hard as I must, he thought, stroking his sword hilt. 2 sentences.
Yeah, drink.
For him, comma, I can drink.
Hold on, what this is chapter 40? 41?
41?
40.
You might hold on. Chapter
Sorry?
40?
What the last sentence of
Why?
chapter 40 is one of those fool men had to find a riverboat.
Had to find a riverboat.
Never mind. I guess I'm
Okay.
ahead of myself.
It's the next chapter. It's all good.
Oh, okay. I was lost. I was
Connected to
confused.
this.
My
To
brain-
chunk.
And I've not been following in the book.
I do just want to mention before we get too far from this chapter that I know I mentioned this last show, but the autonomy of women, specifically Nynaeve, are like constantly under attack.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's forced into the red dress. She's forced to have the knives thrown at her, the arrows shot at her. Like Elaine fucking fixes her black eye without asking her. Like she's just. So it's in a way her two-naturedness, her two-spiritedness, her second voice, whatever you want to call it, may be a reaction to this loss of autonomy in some ways, or it's its source. And I think that's the difficulty of understanding her and it, and why she's such. Yeah, no, agreed, Mistress Dovie. Yeah, but it's one of those things where, like, despite Robert Jordan not capturing like the trans experience or the queer experience very well within these books, there are moments of this where you see like the real world reflected in a very real way. And I just want to recognize that while we can and internalize it.
No, absolutely.
And I guess that was
forward. This is forward of Jordan. Like, this is very fashion forward.
For the time, yeah.
Yeah, for the time of being like, hey, women, power to the women. Like, this can be that, and that that's so fucking different for when this was written.
Well, I mean, 1980.
Like, it's different for now too, right? But this was also different then, which just makes it that much more powerful for this.
Well, I would challenge. I'll challenge that just a tiny bit though, because Nynaeve is gaining power through accepting. More accepting.
almost have it.
As a wisdom, she was a bully.
Wait, hold on. She's gaining power through surrendering. What does that sound
There's
like?
a
What does that
fucking
sound like?
different voice in
See?
her head, though, right now. What is happening to her is my biggest question. Like, what's wrong with Nynaeve? She doesn't make any freaking sense to me in this.
Yeah, no, she's changing.
Yeah, she's definitely
She's
changing.
got a little, like, inner voice. It's like this little, like, devil.
But she's ashamed in a sense about her womanhood. And Birgitte, but her shame over her womanhood is in diametrical opposition to Birgitte's ownership of her womanhood.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like they're foils to one another in a weird way.
Well, and Birgitte is so comfortable
Yeah, in her body, in her embodiment,
in
her
everything,
sexuality,
in the world,
her.
in her
But she's just been created. She's just
Yeah.
come into incarnate form
She doesn't
in a
know
weird
what
way.
it's like to be human. She doesn't know what it's like to feel nerves tingling, be weirded out by the look of a man that is unwelcomed, or I mean, that's just not her reality. If she's just been
But Nynaeve already had noticed this about her.
universe this whole time, right?
Well, she's lived thousands of lifetimes.
Yeah,
so
she's lived lots of lifetimes, so she knows. And I think Nynaeve already noticed it about Birgitte in the Tel'aran'rhiod. She was like, "Oh, she's kind of like a man."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think she described her. There was
She
like
did.
a masculinity to her worldview and like
Well,
her
there's leadership
statements.
power.
And
I wouldn't say masculinity is the thing, but like there's a leadership power to her, right? That makes her just unique.
Well, Nynaeve specifically, I think, describes the way she thinks as thinking like a man, because she
Yeah.
describes it as being like bullheaded and not,
right.
thinking through like
Using the truisms of masculinity that
Yeah,
she
yeah.
uses throughout the rest of her experience.
That's just Nynaeve ascribing her own definition to it, though. It's not
right.
Well, she does fake out Galad by Galad saying, "All right, so you agreed you're gonna go to Andor," and she's like, "I didn't agree to shit. I didn't do shit." But they're on their way to Saladar. Tom, can you point out the path that they are going to be taking?
To
There's
Saladar?
a river there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that the
absolutely.
river?
Yeah, so the river Eldar, I believe it is right
Mhm.
there. And if you look, so right down, it's right here is where they are, and they're going to be heading down to Saladar, which is around this area down here.
It looks like it's right off the river almost, huh?
Yeah, they're going to have to probably end up. That's why they're going to take a riverboat. Perfect. They'll take them almost directly to Saladar. They know we know that they're near a river from some of the other scenes we've seen with Min and Swan. So
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
One last thing I want to say before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
The way they describe Saidar and the ability to control it is to surrender, as Tom said.
Correct.
So I just want that to sit
Mm-hmm.
in light of the things we were just talking about.
It's almost like she's learning to surrender.
Anyhow.
What? Well,
whether it's the right lesson for women in the world today or not, it's the lesson the Wheel of Time teaches.
Exactly. I love this comment right here.
Yeah, it's funny. Actually.
Yeah, I could totally see Katie Sackhoff. That would be great. I just want to see Birgitte with a big fat cigar in her mouth, wearing dirty overalls, drinking at a table with Shinarans.
Right. Brigitte is probably the most badass human.
Oh,
we've
right
encountered
now.
so far. Maybe,
I
yeah.
mean,
Second, maybe
who's
the
more
land.
Badass? I mean, that's why I was going to ask, who's more badass, Lan or Brigitte?
It's close. It's a close
In
one.
my opinion, it's Birgitte.
Brigitte
I can see that. I don't know her well enough yet. You guys have read the books, so.
is framing
now.
Is framing a person with arrows. Thunk, 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 thunk. Or sorry, to chunk.
Thank you.
To chunk.
Get it right, Dan.
Sorry. I mean, framing someone with arrows and being like, "Hey, if you're gonna go hang,"
Tom
go
Merlin's
ahead.
kind of a badass too.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say it's a toss-up for me between her and Tom Merlin.
Oh wow!
What do you think,
Your,
Ryan?
your namesake?
For the most badass character right now in the books.
So
human,
we did have Tom
vanilla
throwing knives at Nynaeve. Now we have Brigitte from like 150 yards throwing arrows at her. But Tom can juggle fire and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, you're probably right, man. Tom might be more badass.
He went hand to hand with a Myrtle.
Okay.
Do you think Brigitte could not?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Huh.
Tom did walk away with a limp from that, just to be clear.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Permanent lamp.
A pimp limp, but nonetheless.
Pimp limp.
I guess only. Oh wow.
Limping.
He's got a pimp hat
Tom's got a pimp limp. That's amazing.
and a pimp cloak.
He does have a
limp?
pimp cloak.
Oh my god, pimp limp's my
a
favorite
pimp.
thing.
I guess only time will tell if Brigitte is as badass
as she seems to be now.
Yeah.
Hashtag pimp limp.
Guys, this has been a fantastic 100th episode.
Yes, it has. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Back. Okay.
It was so good seeing Todd. It was so good seeing Jansen. You can see Jansen every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern when we do our spoiler talks.
What are they an actor of? In?
He is a working...
He has an IMDb page.
Yeah, he's on he's doing 2 to 3 auditions a week, man. I mean, he's a hustler. As far as like acting wise, he's getting parts. He was in Star Trek.
Does he do stage acting or television?
He was in TV, I think.
Oh.
He was in Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Wait, Star Trek: The Next Generation?
Or yeah, something.
Josh,
something like,
don't ask. Shh.
I don't know.
ask
He
questions.
has an IMDb.
He's yeah.
Watch
Yeah,
and
there's a
find
picture
out.
of him with
Waffle.
Good one.
Who was the captain? Who was the captain of the Enterprise at that point?
Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah, there's a picture with him, with Jean-Luc Picard.
All right. What's his last name? Oh, there we go.
Sweetest. MaTsDaGgerX WOT on it.
He's been on a bunch of game shows. He's
All right, yeah. So how do we know him? He reached out to a friend of ours. He was talking to a musician friend of mine, and they were talking about the Wheel of Time and the show I'm in. And he's like, "Oh my gosh, I know that show." And then he said, "I want to be on it," and he reached out to us, and that's how it happened.
Yeah,
it's just like manna from heaven.
We're like, what? You read it 30 times and you want to be on our show? Please, yes.
And I think Fleshy Tom may make an appearance this Sunday.
Hey!
Fleshy
Tom, right?
Fleshy Tom.
Fleshy Tom sounds so sexual.
It's so sexy.
All right, well, that's going to be amazing.
All right, guys, I love you and I'm proud of you. Thank you all for joining us, not only today, but each and every week. You guys know who you are, and you know that you carry my love on your shoulder.
Oh, like a...
Wait, really? Like a chip?
Like a
like a burden?
Like a chip.
Who's going to knock that chip off?
Like an angry chip. Me, Puppet Tom.
It's
gonna be great.
You've got a following.
He's Tom.
He's Meat Puppet Tom.
Yes, make sure to like.
Oh yeah,
Tom. He's Tom. A big ball of Tom. He's got the juice. He's got the juice.
Oh, I got the juice.
I can't imagine him.
He's got the juice.
I got the juice.
He's got the juice.
I'll give you the juice.
Who's got the juice?
You got the juice. Tom got the
juice. Tom's got the juice.
Beautiful thing.
I couldn't imagine one. But really, guys, congrats on the 100th episode, and thanks for letting me be a part of this. This is fantastic. I have a ton of fun every week, and I love the puppets. I love both of you guys. I love both of you guys.
You.
We love you. We want to scrub Oh my gosh. You
Made the Leaf are proud to be partnering with Tourist Hat Coffee Company. Tourist Hat Coffee Company is a family-owned business with a strong belief in giving back to the community. Tourist Hat Coffee Company is a social purpose business whose mission is to bring people the absolute best in small batch coffee while supporting children at home and around the world. And if you go to touristhatcoffeecompany.com and use the promo code LEAF2022, you'll get 5% off your entire order. We hope Tourist Hat Coffee Company becomes your family's coffee of choice. Remember, a part of each order goes to an amazing charity and helps allow us to continue doing this show each and every week. So go to touristhatcoffeecompany.com and use promo code LEAF2022 and receive 5% off your entire order.
I don't wait till...
I love these beans. I love this coffee, Ryan. And I wish we had MrHowley and MaTsDaGger on. We should have asked them about their beans.
Yeah, they ordered them. They're happy. Happy customers all around.
Man,
seriously,
they're
guys.
so good, guys.
We could do
They're
whole
so good.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
I want some beans.
All right, yeah, we'll get you some beans, baby. All right, everyone, this has been a great show. It's a surprising one-chapter show.
One-chapter show.
Let's go hang out on Discord. Let's have some fun. As always, run for your lives. This is The Way of the Leaf.